What it do, y'all? It's your girl MakeupnTravel, and for today's video, your girl is here to bring you my next video in my Must Have Must Gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages I follow to get all of this makeup knowledge. And lastly, I always have all of the items listed and linked down below. Now, I just want to let you guys know I am recording this on Sunday the 11th, I believe. Yep, it is the 11th at about the afternoon time, around 4. I'm gonna aim my best to get this up tomorrow. I should have the time. Things have been cooling down, at least for this day, in my household, so it should be easy for me to get all of the editing done. And I have already I have already recorded a video for the end of this week as well. So I'm hoping that I am a little bit more on schedule and kind of back to the normal where I can find a day every so often just to record the 2 videos for the week. And that way I don't have to miss another week like I did last week. I think that's it. The only other thing I want to say is that something did come in last week after I recorded, and this was my Sydney Grace and Temptalia collaboration. I got the deep version of On the Horizon. It is actually what is on my eyes today, and also in my brows today. So I have used it quite a bit, and yeah, I've had this for about maybe 2 weeks, and I'm just now getting to it. So that can tell you how busy my life has been. That said, we're just gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward. We're not gonna dwell. I am gonna scoot over to the side, get some water, and I believe I am gonna start. It's gonna be a long episode. I have quite a bit, 2 weeks worth of material to talk about, and yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. So let's just get to it. Alrighty, so first thing I want to talk about is Juvia's Place has come out with some quads. So I actually think that these are some interesting quads. They have like a minty one, which I think is actually pretty unique. Generally, people don't do that shade of blue when they do a blue quad. I even kind of like the army green quad because it's once again a different, unique kind of take on green quads. Overall, I think it really is nice, but it's just nothing that I need, and I don't use quads, so I personally am going to go ahead and pass. Tom Ford is doing some cheek duos. They are the Shade and Illuminate blushes. I'm sure they're going to be expensive. It's seen in this post, it says it's coming out in July, so I'm assuming it's coming out soon. None of the duos really look all that dark except for the orange one, which I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like, but I'm sure it's gonna be way out of my price range. Honestly, makeup has gone a super back burner for me right now when it comes to purchasing wise, and I can't afford it. I can't, so I probably will not get it. Physicians Formula has come out with 4 new bronzers in different kind of food themed themes. So one is the cookie, cake, donut, and coffee. I already have one broader bronzer that I actually pretty much like, and I already have it out. It's the Endless Summer. I actually kind of like this one. I'm not positive by the pictures whether these 4 bronzers are actually gonna work. Who knows? I'd have to see it in person. But I'm good with my one Physician Formula bronzer. So ABH is coming out with a slew of cream products. They're calling it their Summer 2021 Cream Collection. They're coming out with a cream bronzer, which is very similar packaging to, if I can get her open, this Saie cream bronzer and the e.l.f. cream bronzer. They're coming out with stick highlighters and stick blushes as well. So the cream bronzer is going to be $35, the stick highlighter is going to be $34, and then the stick blush is going to be $32. What I will say, right, I appreciate that. I feel like ABH is actually on the nose again. They may not be at the forerunner, but they're actually releasing products pretty much in the same rotation as other brands. So they're actually going to be, you know, somewhat back in the thick of things. People might actually be talking about them if they pick up the products, if their range is something that they're interested in. I will say the cream bronzer range looks fantastic. It looks like there are going to be at least 2, if not 3 shades that are going to be too deep for me. So I'm very, very happy about that. The blushes, I'm not interested in any of those shades, but you know, it looks nice. I think they definitely could have lowered the price on this whole collection, but that's another thing. For the blush specifically, I mean, very rarely do people actually use the brush in this type of duo. So I think they could have nixed that and dropped the price somewhere in the 20s. It would have been a lot more competitive. And the highlighter shades, once again, nothing that I'm really enjoying. So they could have knocked off that brush again, drop the price again into the 20s. Overall, I think for me, I'm going to stick with potentially getting one of their pot cream bronzers. I'm actually very intrigued by that. And we'll see what happens. I'm not sure, once again, if this is out yet. I'm not sure if people have already started doing videos. If they have, I definitely will be looking at those videos to see what shade may or may not work for me. And we'll see. Maybe in a couple of months I may pick it up. I'm definitely not going to run for the craze. It's just I don't have it in me. And I'm pretty sure in a little bit, doesn't Sephora have their annual sale, semi-annual sale? I don't really know. Anyways, it's just not for me right now, but I am intrigued to potentially try out that cream bronzer. And I would love to hear if you guys are happy that ABH is kind of looking like they may be coming alive again, or if you just wish ABH would just go to a corner. I would love to hear. So Huda Beauty is coming out with some more products for, I think, both of her brands. So the one stuff that's coming out for her beauty range, she's coming out with different types of highlighters and a shimmering oil. I think, you know, kudos to you, but none of that stuff is really something I'm intrigued by. I'm definitely not intrigued by the highlighters. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I even really pressed for a highlighter. I even forgot to put a highlighter and blush on today. It's not something that I've been really intrigued by. She also came out with some stuff for Wishful, and she came out with the enzyme scrub, which can be useful. Hopefully it's not too scrubby, but it can be useful. And the last thing she came out for her newest range is the or not her newest range, her perfume range. She came out with a new scent, and I don't see the name of the scent in the description. Good job, Trim Nude. I don't know. She has a scent. Well, maybe she didn't come out with a new scent. Maybe she just used it as a part of the flat lay. I don't really know. All I know is that I see a scent, and I will say there were 1 or 2 scents that she's had that I've been intrigued by, but when I went to pick them up, they didn't have it. So good for me. Bobbi Brown is now available at Ulta. I think it's cool. I've never been a huge fan of the brand. I have had a couple of things here and there, but nothing has really sticked enough that I have like really kept going back to the brand. So it'll be interesting to see if that picks up their revenue overall. Hermes is showcasing that they're coming out with a highlighter that is supposed to be good for the face and eyes. I'm sure this is going to be easily $70, which means it is not for your girl. ColourPop is coming out with a full line of glossy lip stains, and this is going to be coming out with their Cherry Crush collection. I feel like that collection has launched by now, right? I'm not... Yeah, that stuff has launched, and yeah, they look cute. I think if anything, I would go for the nudie brown, just because that's kind of been a go-to for me lately, but I don't need any more lip products, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Wet n Wild is coming out with a pretty extensive collection for them, and it is their Wild Crush collection, where they have kind of 5 products for each mini collection. One's all about the Cherry Amour, the other one is about Passion Season. The next one is about In Love with Cocoa, and then the last one is Honey. So I really like, you know, that each collection has the exact same things for, you know, their specific collection. Is anything intriguing enough for me? No, but you know, it's bringing some diversity to the drugstore, which is always good. Last time I did this video, I talked about Chanel having a number 5 collection, and it looks like we got a lot more information potentially in this post, where it's ranging from body oil again all the way to tapes. I don't know what type of tape Chanel is going to be coming out with, but you know, if you're interested, the tape is $55. So yeah, I mean, continue to stay tuned. It actually is already available. I'm assuming you have to go on, the Saks website to purchase it. So I will have that link down below in case you are interested. KKW Beauty has said that they're going to be rebranding. I'm assuming this is going to be kind of in continuation with the idea that she is no longer Kim Kardashian West, and so she's going to probably rebrand under her own name, which I think would have been smart originally, honestly, but I'm in my corner. Anyways, if it's still, you know, available, it was 50% off on Ulta and 20 to 70% off on their specific website. If you're into the brand, I know there are quite a few people who really love her concealers and stuff. I say go for it. You get some products that you already like at a cheaper rate. Okay, we're making through it in a pretty reasonable amount of time. So HipDot is doing a collaboration again with My Chemical Romance. And this time it's not only just an eyeshadow. It looks like they have an eyeshadow, a liner duo, a white primer pot, and then they have lip glosses. So for me, I don't like it. I really don't like it. I love My Chemical Romance, okay? Them and Blink-182, you couldn't tell me anything. Nothing, okay, when I was younger. But I just don't like this palette. I don't like the color scheme. It doesn't scream My Chemical Romance, and I'm good. Had I been able to pick up the first one, I would have been on it like white on rice. But I was busy or something. I don't really know. It just didn't work out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass again, and congrats to them and HipDot for, I'm assuming, another fantastic launch, but I'm just gonna have to stay in my bubble. Playing in Makeup by Yolando has released another palette, and it is called Relentless. This one, they have quite a bit of eyeshadow. So let's see, 6 by 6 by 6. So this is 36 eyeshadows in like a standard size for them, and then it looks like 3 huge maybe glitters on the side. I'm good. So yeah, I'm good. There's nothing else around that. Hourglass has come out with their single eyeshadows that I talked about, I believe, 2 weeks ago, and they have different size palettes, and you can create your own, which I really do appreciate and enjoy. But from what I'm seeing, this is just expensive, I think. Yeah, so to create a 3-pan palette, it is $99. To get the single eyeshadow by itself, it's $29. You get them in 4 different finishes: matte, satin, metallic, and shimmer. I'm unconvinced. Honestly, those prices, you can't force me to pay that. You can't. So that's an easy pass for me. Thank you, Hourglass. Then we have Too Faced, and they are giving back with their collaboration with Belinda Carlisle, and she will be donating her fee to a nonprofit organization, Animal People Alliance. Okay, just because she's donating her fee doesn't mean that all of the proceeds are going to this. So it's literally what she would have been paid just to put her name on there. Okay. I just feel like, you know, there's levels, right? So the amount that you're paying the influencer and the amount that you're making are night and day. And so although, yes, I'm happy that Too Faced is giving back, it seems like you're not giving back enough for you to really be pressed to say that you're giving back. I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts on that again down below in the comments section. I would love to hear it. Flower Beauty is coming out with a Jet Set Invisible Powder Spray. So this is a revolutionary setting powder that instantly blurs away imperfections and sets your makeup for a silky smooth finish. Just spray and go. It is infused with oil absorbing rice starch, chamomile flower extract, and coconut fruit water to refresh, helps control shine, gives skin a soft matte finish, and it's $14. It is vegan and cruelty free. I think this is interesting. I would love to see how this works. Me personally, I am actually running low on setting sprays. I do have two, but the one that I am really working on, it seems not going as quickly as I thought, but you know, I only have two setting sprays, so I would love to hear how this works. Right now, the one setting spray I feel like that is like you gotta beat, at least in my head, is the Charlotte Tilbury. I hear really good things about that setting spray, the longevity and stuff, so I hope somebody that I follow actually picks this up and I am able to hear from them, you know, whether it works or not. Morphe. So I can't remember if I talked about this. I believe I actually did. And this is their Glow Stunner Hydrating Tinted Moisturizer. This is going to become available today, actually. So the day I'm filming this is available. And once again, it's a tinted moisturizer. There looks to be 15 different shades. There are some jumps, but it's a tinted moisturizer, so you can kind of finesse it to work. And yeah, that's how that cookie crumbled. Morphe is also jumping on the cream blush train, and they have what looks to be maybe 6 or so blushes. Not a huge range, but there is quite some diversity in the range, so I do appreciate that. Is there something that I'm gonna pick up? No. I don't want it, so yeah. Lime Crime is adding some products to their Wet Cherry line, and they have an eyeshadow palette that is all mattes and then an eyeshadow palette that is all metallics. I am not a fan of having my eyeshadows separate. I understand why brands do them, but it's just not something for me, so it is going to be a pass, but I think it's cute. Definitely cute, but it's a pass for me. Sonia G is doing a collaboration with Beautylish, and so this is called the Lotus Collection. It is a set, and it is limited edition, and it's going to be launching for $215. I believe it's honestly already sold. Oh no, it launches on the 14th. I'm sure it's going to sell out really, really quickly. Her last collection sold out insanely quickly, and she actually had the brushes released on Beautylish separately, and I didn't get any because I've been busy, and it's okay though. I will get some from her last launch hopefully soon. And yeah, man, life. ColourPop is doing a collaboration with the Powder Puff Girls, and this is interesting. It would be even more interesting to see if like kids in this newest generation even know what the Powder Puff Girls are, because they were the thing, okay? They banged. I used to come home. That was like the only show that I actually watched on Cartoon Network, because Cartoon Network, they had some creepy shows, and I just was not about a lot of their shows, but I really loved the Powder Puff Girls. Oh, and Dexter's Laboratory and Invader Zim. Okay, maybe I did like some shows from Cartoon Network. Next, so the next princess for Bessame's collaboration with Disney is actually Mulan, and if you guys know, she is one of my favorite Disney princesses. There are only only 50 units of this kind of complete set available, and it launches for $125. I will say the lipstick actually looks halfway decent, something that I actually might wear. Is it something that I'm gonna run to get? No, but it's stunning. I mean, the whole thing is just stunning, but I don't have it. I don't have the money, so I am just gonna sit back, be sad, and be okay. I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. 80s. Persona Cosmetics is coming out with some new products, and it is a brow gel. So it is available on their website, and it'll be available on Ulta at the end of July. It looks like they kind of only, the 4 shades are blonde, warm brown, cool brown, and charcoal. So they're available for $19, which is not bad at all. But I already have one, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm just gonna keep going with my business. I believe I talked about this collection already, but just in case I didn't, the ColourPop Cabana Club collection is now available on their website. It comes with a 12-pan palette, 3 lip tints, some cream gel liners, and 3 blush sticks. So cute, but not something I really need. Urban Decay decided to update their Vice lipstick collection with a new look and a vegan formulation. I think this is good. There are of course 1 or 2 shades that I definitely could probably get some use out of. They are $19, and these are their long wearing formulation, just in case you are wondering. Menagerie Cosmetics is going to be restocking a bunch of their website on July 17th. They're going to be restocking makeup palettes, most of their single eyeshadows, blushes, and collectible trinkets. I'm wondering if during this day they're going to also be launching the mini packaging for the blushes, because that's what I've been waiting for in order to get the like orange blush that I am very intrigued by from their first blush palette. So hopefully I'll get more information. I know the brand, they tend to sell out of their products very quickly, so if they sell out before I get to it, that is okay. It'll be just another day, but I would hope that if I can afford to get it. And then I believe the last thing that I need to talk about today is from, let me see, this brand is Bolive Butte Cosmetics. I've never heard of this brand, but it was started by, I believe, a makeup artist, and her name looks to be Melissa. And they are coming out with an eyeshadow palette. It is called the Nude Persuasion palette. There are 24 creamy, pigmented, easy to blend shadows. It contains nude, soft pinks, warm tones, rich brown mattes, and buttery shimmers. It's available for pre-sale currently, and it launches or starts to ship out on July 30th. It's retailing for $34. And what I appreciate about this palette is that it was made with people of color in mind. So this is like a richer, darker version of, like, let's say the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette with some more intriguing shades. Not that I am like super neutral fan, but this would be a palette that I would pick up in the future when when I start to wear makeup to my job, and it's a requirement that I wear a certain type of makeup. I definitely will consider this. Maybe that'll be my palette for August. Who knows? I don't. But I'm definitely intrigued by that palette, and I think it'd be a really cute palette to add to my collection, and just to shout out and support another Black-owned brand, because you guys know I enjoy doing that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Quite a bit of material I talked about. Really only 2 things I believe that I'm like even halfway intrigued by, which is of course that ABH cream bronzer that is in the pot, and then of course the last product that I talked about, which is the ABH, or no, the palette. And then I am still intrigued by that blush. I would really like a yellow blush, but until I get one, honestly, I have super big pans of yellow eyeshadow and I've been using that, so it's all good on that. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please take the time to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. If you want to support your girl, add another Black YouTuber to your subscription feed. And if you just want to hear about more indie brands, I really focus in on indie brands, and yeah, I really enjoy supporting smaller brands. How many times did I just say brands? in that last sentence. The world should not count. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video like I said before, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.